Hello, it's Monday the 7th of June, so the start of a beautiful new week. I have half edited last week's vlog and it will be going up tonight. Did that during my lunch break. Not as long as the week before, but still a bit of footage. So I do have an Illumicrate unboxing to do for this vlog, but I also got other book mail. Mrs. England by Stacey Hall, the author of The Familiars and the Foundling, her new book. I wasn't going to show this in this video, but so you got the very pretty cover, that shiny. And then you have the equally as pretty end pages. How pretty is that? And the end ones at this side show you that the story is very up and down. So it's darker. I like the contrast between it. Is it signed? I got excited and thought it was signed then. But also the third prettiest thing, the spine. I don't normally take covers off books, but I think if I ever do that in my book cupboard, which will be done eventually sometime this year, I might have to do it with this one because that is such a pretty spine. So yeah, I got that today. Let me put the cover on and I will read you the blurb. Stacey is one of those authors who, she's become one of my automatic buys. I love the Familiars, I love the Foundling, so as much as I just thought, you know what, I need them. And yeah, she's a bit like Callie Taylor, Katarina Diamond. There's more. They're not coming to my head of my automatic buys. Rick Riordan, of course. And it's set in my county, West Yorkshire. West Yorkshire, 1904. When newly graduated nurse Ruby May takes a position looking after the children of Charles and Lillian England, a wealthy couple from a powerful dynasty of mill owners, she hopes it will be the fresh start she needs. But as she adapts to life at the isolated Hardcastle house, it becomes clear that there's something not quite right about the beautiful, mysterious Mrs. England. Distant and withdrawn, Lillian shows little interest in her children or charming husband, and is far from the angel of the house Ruby was expecting. As the warm, vivacious Charles welcomes Ruby into the family, a series of strange events forces her to question everything she thought she knew. Ostracised by the servants and feeling increasingly uneasy when her sister suddenly stops writing with news from home, Ruby must face her demons in order to prevent history from repeating itself. After all, there's no such thing as a perfect family, and she should know. I can't wait to pick this up. I think this will definitely be a book I pick up in July. I just can't get over how pretty. It's just so pretty. And also it's set in West Yorkshire, so I need to read the home county. And next, of course, we have the Illumicrate unboxing. If there was a cut there, it's because my address was in, so it's still no yellow box, but we move. So this will be like my normal Illumicrate unboxings where I just read from the booklet, because half the time I don't know what the things are in the actual box. Fun times. So I already know what the book is because I actually had it pre-ordered, and then someone guessed it in Tombs on Facebook and I was like, oh yeah, I've got that, cancel it. So the theme is Change Your Stars. It's a bit wrinkled. And let's get into the items. So first of all, we have this beautiful tea tin designed by Shirley at Lion in the Trees. Again, I will put all the @s down below. And this is inspired by the mythical creatures of the Daverband trilogy. And at the bottom it says, all the elements, earth, fire, water and air, have their own creatures. So I quite like that. I think it's for loose tea, if I am knowledgeable at all. So you can put like loose tea or tea bags in there. I do drink tea. I don't drink it that often, so I might put tea bags in there. I might not, but it's very pretty. And the next item is this Wilder Than Memories sketch pad designed by Renata Krausick. I will put the name below. This is inspired by The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. So it's got this very pretty design on it. And then inside, it's just plain. I don't do much sketching. But I am thinking of course, starting D&D. D&D was very fun, by the way, on Sunday. I enjoyed watching it. I don't know if a sketch pad would be a good idea to use for a notepad if I do start playing. Ada, I'm sure, will let me know if it is a good idea or not. And the next item is this small little key. It's part of their latest key collection. It's designed by Danielle. It's inspired by Skyward and can be used to gain access to Mbot. I don't know what Mbot is. I'm guessing it's something to do with Skyward. I haven't read that Sanderson series. It is one that I'm keeping my eye on, but pretty key. Will I keep it? I don't know. And this next item is the Girls of Paper and Fire dress enamel pin designed by Blissfully Bookish. It's a novel threads pin, which I think is a series that Blissfully Bookish do, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, paper and fire is very pretty, I do have to say. I am trying to make sure you can see the details, but yeah, it's nice and silver and blue and white. It's very pretty. I haven't read Girls of Paper and Fire. It's not one that I'm very much interested in. But I will be keeping the pin because, like I said, it's very pretty. And then we get our monthly pin designed by Stacey McAvoy Cant. This is obviously inspired by our monthly box, monthly book. Pretty. I'm getting I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm getting like Aztec / Indian vibes. I'm probably wrong with that. I do apologise, but very pretty. Another one for the hoop. And we have the Starrick Castle book sleeve artwork by Pohame. And this is inspired by the Starrick Castle from Spinning Silver, a book I read earlier this year. Not at all how I imagined it, but still a very pretty design. And you may have guessed, but inside there is the book for this month, which is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. Very pretty, and the stencils go all the way around. It's a very pretty book. It's one that I had my eye on before I realised Illumicrate were doing it. Like I said, I had it pre-ordered. So yeah, I won't take it out of the plastic just yet. But here is the blurb for it. Imprisoned by her dictator brother, Malini spends her days in isolation in the Hirana, an ancient temple where there was once a source of the powerful, magical, deathless waters, but is now little more than a decaying ruin. Priya is a maidservant, one among several who makes a treacherous journey to the top of the Hirana every night to clean Milani's chambers. She's happy to be an anonymous druid so long as it keeps anyone from guessing the dangerous secret she hides. But when Milani accidentally bears witness to Priya's true nature, their destinies become irrevocably tangled. One is a vengeful princess seeking to depose her brother from his throne. The other is a priestess seeking to find her family. Together, they will change the fate of an empire. So, like I said, I'm not going to take it out of the packaging just yet, although I just want to keep it in there so I can find room on my shelves. But it is signed. I think it's got a book plate, but it is signed and it's girl power. What more can I want? I don't think it is a sapphic romance. I'm thinking it's more friendship. but one I am very looking forward to reading. I am guessing that this is the Hirani temple she's kept in. I'll try and squeeze them on to that hoop, that one and this one. But it might not fit, so if it doesn't, I've got to try and put my little banner up there. Because I do have another pin banner. Yay! Yeah, so that's my update for Monday at this moment in time. So tonight my update tonight will be telling you I have finished the Ash Princess. I don't know where I put it, but yeah, I'll be telling you I finished the Ash Princess. I started another book, and if my video is uploading or has uploaded from last week. I'm going to go because I'm nearly at the end of lunch. I didn't end up filming my wrap up this lunchtime, so that will be something to film on Wednesday to upload Thursday. Or if I've got time, sneak up Wednesday. But unless this sunlight stays nice after work, let's see. But yeah, that's my update for now, so I will update you later. Please ignore dust. I need to wipe the desk. So I've took out the book from the wrapping. There is a signed book plate and there is a letter from Tasha. There's also foiling. Together they will change the fate of an empire. I love it. I don't think there's any on the back. No, there's none on the back, but still, that is very pretty foiling. So yeah. 7:30 Monday evening and I've finished Ash Princess. 4 stars, nearly 4.5. I'm actually thinking 4.5. Wow, that ending, the twists, the reveals. Yeah. At my last update, I did say, oh, I saw a lot of the twists coming. I kind of knew what was happening. It was 3.5. Literally the last third, because you already knew a lot of the information, every twist was kind of new and reveals, especially with Eric. Didn't see that coming. And then the reveal of that person and how that means that other person is connected to our main character. Yeah, didn't think I would enjoy it as much. I thought, oh, it's going to be typical YA, they all follow the same route. First one, I won't want to read on. I do. I actually, when I put my rating in on Goodreads, a lot of my friends on there had rated it quite high as well. And I was like, so it's not just me. Admittedly, a lot of them did read this 2-3 years ago when it came out. And then, well, one was 11 months ago, so I am not that late to the party. But yeah, I've already added book 2 to my wish list. I don't think anyone's going to get me it for my birthday, so I think I can get it when I go for my birthday book haul. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. I think this could be a new YA favourite series, hopefully. And that is hopeful because a lot of the books I liked when I was a teenager, well, a few of the series I don't really like now because things have come out and I'm like, But yeah, no, I really like the writing style as well. And I know Laura has her adult book being released this year. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so let me just get my little notepad so I can see what it actually fits. For whatever a thon and Cleo strip. Wow, I'm really close. I didn't think it. Nope, that's good. So that means for whatever a thon, I get 175 points, I believe it is for this one. Let me get the spreadsheet. I'm probably incorrect in that. No, I was right, 175 points. So, it's my teen genre, fantasy. It's not epic and high. It's not a high fantasy at all. It's fantasy. One of the important, not important side characters is part of the LGBTQ plus family. So I could have put down for the points, but I didn't feel they were a big enough character to get the points without feeling like might have just graded that area, so I didn't get them points. But it fit 2 genres. My debut author, I couldn't get it for Horden last year because I got it for my birthday last year, and that's not in 2021, so I'm not passing it. But I also got it down for a TBR game prompt. So Rye from Rye's Reading Corner, I will link her video down below. She plays a Jenga game every month for a TBR, and one of the prompts was a book with a blue cover. Hi. So yeah, so 175 points, not a lot, but you know what? That is book 5 done for whatever-a-thon. Can't claim it for Clear Your Shit because I have another book down for where that could have gone, and I'm not changing my spreadsheet. Not happening. That does mean so I can get points on whatever-a-thon again for the prompt. Last letter of the title of the first book is the first letter of the next book. The Stranger will be my next read. This is a thriller book about an agent who is chasing a terrorist who's been let out of jail and is can't be controlled by even ISIS, apparently. So this is 341 pages long, I believe. Yeah, 341 pages. So I only need to read technically 90 tonight to hit my reading goal for today, but I'm just going to keep reading like I normally do. But I do need to finish editing last week's vlog and upload that. But this one will also hold for this book will also go down for a Clear Your Shit prompt as well, so that'll be prompt number 4. I should have this read by the end of tomorrow, she says. Let's see if that happens. But yeah, so plan tonight, 90 pages of The Stranger, finish editing the video from last week, upload the video from last week. I'm really sorry again that's going out late. I didn't end up filming at lunch. I had other plans. My Luma crate came. So I will be filming my May wrap up on Wednesday for lunch to go up on Thursday. But that's it for the moment. So I will update when I have read some of this. Morning, it's Wednesday. I ended up DNFing The Stranger. I know I didn't really talk to you about it when I actually started reading it, but I got to the 100-page mark and I just wasn't feeling it. I had to force myself to reach 100 pages. I read 20 pages on Monday night, and then yesterday Spooks was doing sprints, and I was like, oh, I can probably knock this out in the sprints. It's only 340 something pages. And I literally, I was there for 3 sprints and I read 80 pages. It wasn't a difficult read. The writing was nice and flowy. I just couldn't stand the main character. I was talking to Ada last night. I was like, I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to give up. And I'm typing out everything that I didn't like, and I was like, that's not gonna change. There's no point pretending it is. So basically, our guy works for MI6. He's been to Afghanistan. He's helped with terrorist swaps with America. During one of them, one of the people who was transporting, their wife was involved, who was 7 months pregnant. She was strapped to a board with duct tape so much she looked like a mummy, and he couldn't tell if she was breathing or not. While this made him uncomfortable, he didn't speak up about it, and never has, and has completely wiped it from his memory. He also thinks that so basically he was on a job to basically sleep with a Russian guy's wife, and he quite enjoyed the fact he had to have sex with her. It was his idea, in fact, instead of just like becoming friends, he thought, oh no, I'm gonna go on this cheating website and help her cheat, but he gets moved to another job to deal with this terrorist that he's dealt with before. And it turns out that his ex from CIA is there. It's a small world, absolutely. No, in his head, he's convinced that his boss has put him with her to make him suffer. Oh, and by the way, he's pissed at his ex because he slept with her while she was still married and she went back to the husband. I just couldn't. It just kept playing, especially with the thing with the wife who was pregnant. It played in my mind and I was like, I cannot read this. So first DNF of the year. You wouldn't think it was 9:30 in the morning with me yawning. So yeah, first DNF of the year. I did feel a bit down about that because I was like, for whatever I thought, that was my book for the prompt. The first letter of the book you're reading matches the last letter of the book you've read. So obviously I read Ash Princess. And then I realised I had to Spin the Dawn on my whatever-a-thon DVR. And it actually covers the prompt for Clear Your Shit. I can't remember the prompt's name, but it's literally... Well, I can't remember what you get for the prompts, but it's read your favourite genre. Obviously, mine's either fantasy or thriller, and I thought I would go thriller. Obviously, can't do that now, so I'm going to go with Spin the Dawn for fantasy. So I'm going to start that today. I don't think I'll finish it, but I'm not worrying about the fact I'm behind my schedule that I had planned. I'm just going with the flow. But I don't look at it now, because, yeah. I will be filming my wrap-up this lunchtime when the sun has moved on a bit, because at the moment I have one window closed because otherwise it shines on my screen like no tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to film that over lunch and then get that up tonight for you all. I'm kind of quiet at work, so I can spend 10 minutes here and there just editing. But that's it really. So I will update you tonight when I started Spin the Dawn and I have hopefully uploaded my wrap-up. 10:15 on Thursday and I have finished Spin the Dawn. 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed that more than I thought I would. It's, yeah. It was good. I'm gonna probably struggle to kind of say what I liked and what I didn't like right now, so I'll probably update you again in the morning. But I was gonna give it 5 stars and I put it as 5 stars in Goodreads, and literally within 20 seconds my head was saying you didn't like it that much, and I thought if I'm instantly changing my mind, it can't be a 5 stars, which is why I kind of don't want to say, well, kind of why I can't say what I did like, what I didn't like. I know a couple of things I liked, I know a couple of things that I didn't like, but there's still a few plot points I'll say that I'm still a bit like, did I like that? Did I not like that? How do I feel? So yeah, but that is book 6 for Whatever-a-thon complete, and book 4 for Clear Your Shit complete as well. I haven't put it through the points form yet, but I do believe this takes me to an acolyte for Whatever-a-thon. Wait a minute, let me get the form out. And do you know what? I'll be able to tell you exactly how many points. So, prompts wise, I've just realised, if you can tell, there's blue, pink and purple. That is a bisexual flag. Yes, the blue's not the right blue, but it's still on there. So that's one prompt. So it reminds me of a pride flag. Holden last year. No, sorry, it reminds me of pride flag. It's my poll pick, and it's also the last letter of the last book I read, which was Ash Princess, is the first letter of this book. Yay! So that should give me 100, I think 200 points, I want to say. Yeah, 200 points, and I am now an acolyte. I can't remember what the next thing is after that, but I am going to pick up another book tonight. I don't know what book I'm going to pick up. So once I update you in the morning as to where I am with this, well, my final thoughts, I will update you as to what I picked up next. Hello, Friday lunchtime. I've had a thought about what I actually think of Spin the Dawn and keeping it at 4 stars. I was going to change to 5 stars literally last night. I had a half an hour conversation to myself. If anyone could hear me, you would think I was crazy. Just literally sat myself down and I was like, right, Michelle, what is it you like? What is it you don't like? And I've realised that even though it's only minor things, it's still minor things that would have made this book a 5 stars. So let's go into the things that I did like. I liked that it felt like I was reading a fairy tale, if that makes sense. I was reading something that was, it's lyrical but not lyrical, if that makes sense. It's, sorry, distracted. Yeah, so it's lyrical but it's not lyrical. It's got that nice like fairy tale kind of flow, if that makes sense. I don't think it is, but yeah, it's definitely a fantasy book. It's a fantasy book that you can get sucked into straight away, and once you start reading, you kind of have to stop yourself a little bit as well. I enjoyed the character of Maya. Yeah, I enjoyed the character of Maya. I enjoyed Eden. I enjoyed the side characters. I enjoyed the little bit of magic that we saw and a little bit of otherworldly. And the story itself was believable, even though it's fantasy, if that makes sense. But then I have points that I didn't like that match up to them good points. So in regards to liking Eden and Maya, minor spoiler, they do become love interests. I like the fact they started off as kind of colleagues, I'll say, to then friendship, to banter, and then it was turned into a romantic one. And I was like, slow burn, excellent. Within a couple of chapters of them realising that they have feelings that are more of a love interest feelings, the love use came out. Please ignore the beeping, sorry, it's my emails coming through even though I'm on lunch. So yeah, the love interest, and it was just like, no, that's not slow burn. You took something I'd like to kind of insta love it, and I don't like it. Even though it's not insta love it, but I just don't like it. The side characters, I want to know more about Lady Sensei, I want to say her name is. I think, where is she? I think her name's Lady Sensei. Lady Sanai. I want to know more about her life. I think she sounds freaking amazing. She's the enemy's daughter. I want to know more about her. She doesn't like magic that her dad and her husband to be seem to like. I want to know more about that. I want a story about that. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, she'll come back. She'll be in the second book for definite. We'll have more information. Nope. From what I've read from the sequel, I've read some comments. It's not looking good, but I'm holding out hope. So yeah, I want to know more about her. I want to know more about her people, and yeah, the Emperor I couldn't give two hoots about, if I'm honest. It was quite obvious he was dabbling in magic. And on to the magic. As much as I liked reading what we saw and what we were told, I'd have liked more of it. As you can see, there's not much blue. And for something that's a fantasy book all about finding the about finding the laughter of the sun, the tears of the moon, and the blood of the stars, I wanted more magic. And the reveal that, oh, she was connected to this, it was like, okay, but that doesn't match up to what we were told earlier, so can someone try and bridge that gap for me, because I really need to know that gap. So yeah, again, sorry about the beeps, well, the noises, just emails. My laptop says, even though I'm on lunch, I've got it on because I'm on as away, and I can just, yeah, so nothing urgent, don't worry. Yeah, so 4 stars. The sequel comes out in July, I think, so I will definitely be reading that this year. I didn't start a book on last night afterwards, but I did start one this lunchtime, Playing Nice by J.P. Delaney. This is a thriller mystery book where you have two couples who one day one of them turns up at the store and says, your kid? Yeah, they were swapped at birth with mine in the hospital. They go to sue the hospital, yep, and they unearth disturbing questions about what just happened the day the babies were switched and how much they can trust each other. Definitely my type of genre. I started it this morning. I only got to chapter 3, so 5 pages in. Already hooked. So yeah, it's 422 pages long, so if I do my little 220 thing today, I can then finish it tomorrow. Not as good a week as last week at the moment when it comes to how many books I'm reading, but I'm not pushing it. I had a book I DNF this week, so that's why I'm behind, I'll say. Looking forward to diving into a thriller after a fantasy. So yeah, that's my update for Friday Friday lunch. I will probably update you tomorrow morning as to where I get to with playing nice. If I somehow manage to read 420 something pages one day, on a work day especially, be surprised. 9:10 on Friday evening. I finished playing nice. Did not expect to finish this tonight, if I'm honest. I thought I'd be reading half of it tonight, half of it tomorrow. But by God, it sucked me in. It sucked me in. I did not want to stop reading. I had to know what the reveal and twists were going to be because I knew there were some coming. Some I guessed. Some I didn't guess. That ending. Well, I'm happy something happened to... Well, I'm happy what happened to the characters. How we got there. And other stuff that hasn't been revealed to other characters. Yeah, and I think the thing that she was accusing him of, she has as well. That's going to sound really vague to people, and I haven't given you my rating. 4 stars. Like I said, I liked the writing. It was very quick. It was very informative. You didn't feel like you were reading 422 pages. I think I read about 400 of them tonight anyway. So yeah, the characters, I liked the majority of them. The side characters as well were very well fleshed out for those that you saw and spent time with. I didn't like a mother and a father from the two parental parents in this group. I just didn't like them. I thought one of them, I thought for her, I just didn't like the way she treated her partner. And for him, I just thought he was a git. Reminds me, have I actually told you what this book's about? Probably not. Basically, two parents who both gave birth to preemie babies in an NICU 2 years ago. 2 years later, one dad, an investigator, turns up on the door to the other dad and says, by the way, I've nicked your child's sippy cup from nursery, done a DNA test, his not yours, our child's have been swapped. And you follow them on their journey through the case against... You follow them on their journey with the case against the hospital that happened with it, and then deciding what to do with the children. And the secrets are revealed, incidents are revealed, and yeah. So yeah, 4 stars. Second book of J.P. Delaney's I have read. I do want to read more of his other work. I have read Believe Me. Yep, I've read Believe Me, so I need to read The Girl Before and The Perfect Wife. But I don't have them because I was holding out for hardbacks, but I will definitely get paperbacks because I like them. So yeah, really enjoyed it. That means I have gone over today's quota of reading by 200 pages. Does that mean I'm gonna stop? Possibly not. I just say that just because I'm just gonna go how I feel. I'm seeing family tomorrow, so I probably won't read much. The cuts have started, you know, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm seeing family tomorrow from about 12 till about 5ish, or 5 or 6. So I probably will only get time to read at night. So yeah, not much reading done tomorrow. And Sunday is D&D, hopefully, depending on how tomorrow goes and if I'm shattered still. Voice break. I also need to somehow try and do some work for work over the weekend as well. So I'm going to go and put on the football because the Euros start tonight. I don't watch it religiously, I just like having it as background. And it's something I used to do with my dad, so I still like to do it. Watch it. I need to go update my reading journal. And so yeah, I'm gonna go do what I need to go do, so I will update you tomorrow. Hello, 7:30 Sunday. I know I said I would update you on what I picked up after finishing playing nice on Friday. I ended up picking up Queenie by Candice Carter-Williams. I've read a chapter since Friday night. I had a really full day yesterday, literally out of the house from like 11 till 9. Got home, couldn't be bothered reading. Today I woke up late and was out playing D&D, so yeah, and it's been really nice, and when it's really warm I don't really want to read, so yeah, I'll probably read more of this tonight, but I'm not going to update tonight. I've had a think, and a lot of the times my weekly vlogs are coming out on a Monday rather than a Sunday, and I feel really bad about releasing them late. So I have decided that as from this week I will upload every Monday, and then any midweek videos will be on a Thursday rather than a Wednesday. So for example, this week I hope to get out my May book haul on Thursday, however I'm not sure if I will or not. It will depend on what my lunches are like on a Monday and a Wednesday this week, because I have a lot of external things to do outside of work for work, so I need to see how they go. But if that's not up this Thursday, that will be up the Thursday after, and that means any weekend vlogs will be surprise. Of course, by changing my days, that means there will be no more weekend videos planned. If I have an idea in mind, I may upload, or if I go away somewhere for a weekend, I may upload the week vlog on the weekend, then upload the weekend on a Monday. I'm not sure. It's just, yeah, just with the way my internet goes, uploading on a Sunday evening wasn't really working. I've tried it a couple of days on a Monday evening and it still not worked really well. Don't ask me why. For some reason my internet just goes super slow on an evening. So my thinking is that I'm working from home the next couple of Mondays and then going back to the office swapping days. So I even when I'm working in the office, get up at 6, click upload, have everything ready to go, click upload, and it'll be ready to go before I leave. And it'll be uploaded, so that's the main thing. So yeah, so this is the end of this week's vlog. Now I've done my little tangent and change of days. I didn't think this week was as good as last week, but then I realised I finished one book from last week. I've read and completed 2 more books. I was a quarter of the way through this one before DNF in it, so it's my first DNF of the year. And I've actually had busy days this week, so I can't really compare a full week to a week off. So yeah, I am a little bit behind on where I would like to be during this month, just where I am on my TBR, and I'd have hoped I would have read more over the weekends, but as I said, I've had busy weekends, so I've not really read much. Next week I have my buddy read. Next week, of course, I have my buddy read of The Last Girl with Ada, so we've split that up into 4 days, so it's about 110 pages each day. Doable, so of course I'll be reading the book as well with that, so that'll be 2 books read next week. And my aim is to read about 4 books again next week, I think 4 books a week is doable, so I just need to get on this steady pace. I've had my couple of days off, so I can, yeah, but like I said, sometimes while I enjoy reading in warm weather, while I enjoy reading in warm weather, I do think this week some days have been too hot to read, and it's like today it's like 23 degrees, I want to say 23, 24 degrees right now. It's hottest day of this heat wave, and I am tired. So I'm gonna read a bit more of Queenie tonight, but I'm not aiming to get to 220 pages. This is actually the book that Ada didn't really enjoy too much, so I'm not apprehensive, but I'm keeping that in mind that someone I know and whose views I trust has DNF this. And I think with me now officially DNFing my first book of the year, if I don't really enjoy this by about the 40% mark, out it goes. So that's the end of this week's vlog. There should hopefully be a video Thursday or Friday, but I'm making no promises on that. So until next week's vlog, bye everyone.